Good afternoon, good afternoon. I'm home from work. Haha. Now, I would very much like to help people to improve their skills, and that's a little bit cheeky of me because most of you have got far greater skills than I have. You've all been very kind about the dovetail I showed you yesterday, and yeah, it's not a bad one. It's not the best I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. And there are several things that lead to cutting good dovetails. The first thing is your head has got to be in the right place. If you come home from work hating everything and irritated and cross because, oh, I don't know, what would make you cross at work? Delivery is not coming on time, or, oh, I don't know, colleagues that sit and watch your work, or managers that, well, we'll leave it there, shall we? You get what I'm talking about. If you come home all anxious and angsty, you're going to make a right dog's breakfast out of anything you try to do. The best thing to do is to have a cup of tea, go and break out concrete, or I don't know, get it out your system, get your head in the right place. Then you can relax and concentrate. Now, the next, and I think this is actually the most important thing, is you do need sharp tools. And I generally sharpen my chisels by freehand on a stone. But I thought I would just show you a different way of doing it. This isn't something I do, although I'm going to shortly. This is a little honing guide, and that ain't very much money. I'm quite confident that that's about what it's going to cost you in the hardware shop near you. And it tells you some important things on how you set it and use it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop you down for a minute and see how we get on. Now, the people that make this know what we're like, and we always lose the bits of paper. So on the edge, on the side of the guide, there it tells us that if you're using it on a chisel and you want a 30-degree angle, you stick it out 30mm, and if you want a 25-degree angle, you stick it out 40mm, and that clamps in there, and it's got a little roller on it. As you can see, I am using one of my best. Yeah, okay. I thought if I'm going to wreck a chisel, I might as well wreck a already wrecked one. Once we've done that, and once we've oiled the stone, obviously then the thing to do is to roll it up and down on the stone, keeping it nice and steady. With the first angle cut, I see no reason why you shouldn't work it backwards and forwards, whereas on the next cut I think you should only run it forwards. I'm going to give this a go, see what result we get. Have you noticed that when you put the camera on a varnish tin standing on the bench, it wanders off, doesn't it? I think I'll go and get my tripod. Well, already you can see quite an interesting improvement. Now, I've got close enough to the edge that I don't want to carry on that angle. I'll change the angle for the shorter grind. Well, yeah, it's got an edge on it. With a bit more work, I think that will come up okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the stone over and use the finer side. Is it easy to use? yes, it is. Do I like using it? Not really. You know, but one of these, which cost £3.50 sterling, should take all of the fear out of sharpening tools. The wider space is for plain irons, and again it's got on the side there, it's got how you set the plain irons in it to sharpen them to get the right angles on it. So yeah, I think that's a good little thing for everyone to have in their toolbox. So I'm just going to duff this over on a finer stone, and then we'll see if it actually cuts. Well, I'm not especially proud of that, but that's a lot better than it was. As I say, I used a pretty horrible chisel because I thought if I'm going to wreck one, I don't want to wreck a good one. Let's see what it does when I get something that I can cut with it. Right, let's have a yeah, that worked okay, didn't it? That worked okay. Right, onwards and upwards.